So hey guys, and welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Vinayak and I'm currently working as an associate software engineer at Accenture. And today we'll be talking about what exactly happens at Accenture interview, and I'll also tell you how to prepare for Accenture interview and also how you have to face the interview. Okay, so if you are new here, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, and we are so close to hitting 500 subscribers. So if you haven't already subscribed, then make sure you guys click the subscribe button so that you can help me. So right now let's get right into the video and I'll guide you how to clear that. So before we move into the questions, I just want to guide you guys how exactly you have to prepare. Apart from the interview questions, I want to guide you how exactly to prepare for the interview. So the first thing would be, you will receive a mail once you clear the communication round. You will receive a mail saying that you are eligible for the next round of interview, and you'll get a link wherein you have to choose a preferred date, not exactly date, a preferred time which you are comfortable with to attend the interview. Okay, so this is basically ranges between 8:30 in the morning, I'm not really sure, 8:30 in the morning till evening, and you just have to select a slot which you are comfortable with. If you ask me, I'm honestly saying I would prefer morning slots rather than evening slots. Okay, so this is the first thing. Okay, the next thing would be, before you enter the interview, make sure you are well groomed. Second thing would be, make sure you are well dressed. Okay, and the third thing would be, make sure you have a proper internet connectivity, a proper mic set or a proper headset, okay, and a proper working webcam for your laptop. And the next step would be, definitely if you have a Wi-Fi, if you are using the Wi-Fi for the interview, then make sure you have a power backup for the Wi-Fi. And if you don't have the power backup, then I would recommend you to use the mobile data itself. Sometimes what happens is you may lose electricity and it will affect the interview. Okay, this is the second tip. And the third tip would be, keep your government ID handy. Okay, they will ask the government ID in the interview. Okay, so you just have to show it to the interviewer and he takes the snap of the government ID. So you have to keep the government ID handy, preferably PAN card, but if you don't have it, you can go ahead with Aadhaar card as well. I'm not really sure, but yes, PAN card is preferred. Okay, the next thing would be the dress code. Okay, you can wear a formal shirt. Tie is not really necessary, but if you are willing to impress the interviewer, then definitely you can wear a tie, but I don't really recommend it. Okay, and if it's a online interview, then yes, make sure you have a proper background and make sure you have no disturbance room or something, so that the interview can go smoothly. And enter the interview room before 15 to 20 minutes early. Okay, and all you have to do is just wait until the interviewer arrives. Okay, and I'm not telling you that the interviewer will arrive on time. Sometimes it may take half an hour and sometimes it may take 1 hour, but yes, you have to be on time or before on time, so that there won't be any issues. So once you are done with all these, next comes what exactly are the questions which are asked in Accenture interview. Okay, so honestly speaking, Accenture doesn't really say it as an interview. They have named it as a discussion round. Okay, so most of the times you can expect HR questions rather than technical questions, but yes, there are few cases wherein they will be asking you technical questions if you are a fresher. But yes, if you are an experienced candidate, then there will be technical questions related to your domain. So if you are a fresher, then the questions would be, the first one is obviously, tell me something about yourself. Okay, so make sure you guys prepare very well for that question, because that is 200% sure that you will get that question. Okay, and apart from whatever you have mentioned in the resume, make sure you have an answer to tell to your interviewer. Okay, this is the first question which you can expect for sure when you attend any, not only Accenture, but when you attend any MNC interviews. Okay, so the next question would be related to your college, your studies, and your grades. Okay, if you have good grades, no issues, but if you have bad grades, or if you have a year back, or a dropout year, so they will definitely ask you questions regarding that, basically what exactly you have done in the in 1 year, or if you have taken any courses, or how you spent that 1 year. This could be asked. Okay, and the next question would be your final year projects, if you are from the engineering background, your major projects. So in my case, I was from the mechanical background, so he did not really ask me questions related to the project, but he did ask me what was my role in the project. Okay, so I did explain him what exactly was the project was about, and the next question he shooted was if there were any difficulties in the project. So yes, we did have a lot of difficulties in our projects, and I did mention it to him how exactly we handled them, and he told me what exactly was my role in the project when we faced difficulties. So I did explain him what exactly happened in the project and how we overcame the difficulties. So now we are done with tell me something about yourself. Next, related to your education. Okay, next is related to your final year projects. Okay, and apart from that, you'll be asked questions related to your role in the project and what exactly you did. And after that, any difficulties, if you have faced any difficulties in the project. Okay, so after this, there could be some scenario based questions. For example, let's say if you're a lead of a team and if a person is refusing to cope up or refusing to work with you, what would you do and how would you handle it? So these kinds of scenario based questions, you just have to give them a simple answer rather than a complicated answer, because even they know that you are a fresher, so they don't expect a much from you. But yes, do give a simple answer which will impress the interviewer. Okay, the next question would be if you are from non-IT background, then they will definitely ask you the reason for switching. Okay, in my case, since I told you that I'm from a mechanical background, they did ask me what exactly is the reason why I chose IT field and how I started preparing for that. So I mentioned all those things, and he was pretty impressed with the answer which I gave to him. Okay, and apart from that, he will there will be basic questions related to if you are willing to relocate to the project based location, and also if you are willing to work in the night shift, which are like typical HR questions. And very rare, but in some cases there are chances that you might get or you might be asked some technical related questions. Okay, like if you have done any courses on full stack development or web development or data structures and algorithms, yes, so you can expect few technical questions, not exactly a lot, but yes, few technical questions in the round. Okay, so it depends on if you have done any courses related to IT field, then make sure that you're prepared a little basic questions from the domain which you have taken course or something. So these can be asked, but technical questions are very rare in Accenture interviews, since they call it as a discussion round rather than an interview round. Okay, so to end it or to give you a complete summary, all you have to do is make sure you have a government ID with you guys while attending the interview. The first one. The second one would be dress code. Make sure you are following a proper dress code. The third one would be a working webcam as well as a headset. Okay, I would prefer headset rather than the laptop's speakers. Okay, and yeah, one more thing would be before you enter into the interview, make sure that your mic is working. Okay, because in my case, what happened was I forgot to turn on the mic. Like I had muted the mic, but I forgot to turn on the mic, and it was like the interview was so nice that he told me to drop off the interview bridge and rejoin. So I just dropped off and again joined from my other laptop. So make sure that your mic is working, your webcam is working, and if you're willing to wear a tie, no issues, you can wear a tie. And apart from that, prepare for HR questions and prepare for few technical questions as well as few scenario based questions. These are a little rare, but yes, you may be asked these questions. And apart from that, make sure you guys are confident and make sure you guys crack the interview. Okay, so if you're giving the interview very soon, all the very best guys, and hope to see you in the Accenture family soon. And if you're new to the channel, you guys know what to do. Make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel so that I can bring on more content related to Accenture and other companies as well. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Until then,
been in circles.